Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I know it has been a long time since I uploaded my last video, but this is going to be my comeback where I just had a burnout. So I hope you guys understand, and I'm going to consistently upload quality videos from now on. So I need your support. Let me set the context for the video. In this video, we are going to cover the AI code editor called Windsurf. What is Windsurf, how I use Windsurf, and how I've built Linkp, which is my software business, complete from scratch using Windsurf. Each and every line of code is written using Windsurf's inbuilt AI. That is what I'm going to show you, and we are going to build a feature or edit a feature in Windsurf live, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to use Windsurf for the best output. So stick till the end, and I'm going to drop some bombs. Back to my screen, this is my Windsurf editor, and I have opened my Linkp project, which is a link in bio tool for Indian Instagram creators and brands. As I work on my project, I'm going to give you narrate what is what and how to use each and every feature, and just give you a glimpse of this code editor. So for starting, what is Windsurf? Windsurf is just another VS Code fork. So it is built on VS Code's code, just has extensible AI feature, meaning what VS Code has called GitHub Copilot. It has inbuilt model like Claude 3.5 Sonnet, 3.7 integrated, and extensive prompt engineering have went into this to be able to give you such outputs. And it uses MCP tools, stuff like that, to just get raw data and give the best output. But mainly it is used for code generation and editing multiple files together. For example, here I have a writing chat open on the left side, which is called a Cascade in Windsurf. There are two modes. You can see the chat and the write, and here you can select which model you want. The best model right now for coding is either 3.7 Sonnet, and if you are just researching on stuff like that, 3.7 Sonnet thinking is the best, but I suggest stick with 3.7 Sonnet because it utilizes 1 credit for each prompt. Also, good news, Windsurf is just acquired by OpenAI for $3 billion, so something big is cooking. Make sure you learn it properly. So let me tell you what is the write and chat feature. Chat feature is to when you just want to chat with AI. You don't want to edit any files, you don't want to make any changes throughout your code base. The perfect example would be just ask AI, what is this? Give me a brief about this project. It will go over all the files, the whole code base and everything, and it will give you a brief. So as you can see, it has thoughtfully processed everything. It's think behind the scenes, and it have analyzed all the files, the open files and the project progress MD file, and it has given me a detailed overview. Linkp is a generation link in platform specifically designed for Indian creators and economy. Oh my god, this is perfect. Even it shared the current progress. I will tell you how it knows what are the current progress happening in the project and what needs to be developed further in the video. Next, the write feature. So what is the write feature? Write feature is when you want AI to edit files for you. You want AI to make changes throughout your code base for you. So this is when you use write feature. So here I am opening my Linkp app on my local host. Here I have opened public templates page. I'm going to edit this with you in front of you guys using AI. So this is public templates page. I am on a Next.js project, so I know where exactly it will be in public/templates page.tcx. Now I'm going to tell you, I'm going to hover over it and I'm going to drag it here. Now here, this page or specific file is added to context. You can also add it by pressing @ and searching for it. You can see, just keep typing and the files will appear. Like I will start public/template, and you can see metadata and every file you need. Now I will ask it, can you change the color of the header to something solid that matches with my project's branding? Now I have a file called branding that I will add to context so that it can read through it. I will add it using read through this file, branding.md. As you can see, I will add it to understand my brand colors. Also utilize a heading font for the header's heading. That's it. And let it cook and let it make the changes for you. So while it does that, I'm going to give you one more tip. So whenever you are building a project, meaning you know this project is going to get big and bigger, like it's a big software. So what you have to do is create a folder called readme. Look at this. I have a folder called instructions. I have a folder called readme, where you need to create a file called project progress.md, where you will just write everything about your project's core vision, key features, and whatever you are building step by step. If you don't have to generate this manually. I have personally generated it using Claude. So what you have to do is feed Claude that this is my project, this is my vision. All I want you to do is create a progress file that my AI will keep track of, and I need you to create a step-by-step feature breakdown guide where it will create like creator features. It will create what features creators need, Instagram authentication, and inside that feature, what are the micro features that need to be completed. Now, as you do this, as you complete the feature, just mark them with X. So you will know where your project has been up until now. Here you can write phases of your project before MVP release phase, phase 2, and everything. So Windsurf has edited my file, page.tcx. You can see there are +3 additions, 3 deletions, and after thought process, it has changed everything. Now what we are going to do is, if you are a developer, you will understand what the code base is. But if you are a non-coder, if you don't know what is it, I will suggest that you need to learn basics of the programming language that you're working on, so that you understand what changes it has made, and make sure you don't accept the breaking changes. So before I accept this, what Windsurf feature has it has already implemented in development. So if I see here, without actually accepting the changes, I can see the changes being made in my localhost. So look at this. It's perfect. The font is changed. What the font is? Yes, new Kansas. The font is changed. The background is changed, and it looks fine. So if it looks fine, everything looks fine. I'll see if it has made anything unnecessary changes. No, only here are the changes made. I will accept the changes, and it is finalized. If you want to revert those changes, press Command Z, and you can reject it from here. But I'm going to accept it. Accept it, and let's move on to building next feature. So yeah, I was on to what is project progress, but this is not only the file that you need to be creating. You will have to have multiple readme files like this. Look at this. What readme files you have? About templates, analytics working feature, analytics working future link, and everything that my app has. My app has multiple features. It's a link in bio tool. It will have templates. It will have analytics. It will have schema, Instagram API, everything that in itself is a complex task for AI. I have created a separate readme file for it that detailed, in-depth explains what this feature does, what is the purpose of this feature, and how you can utilize it. I'm going to show you one more file. Look at this, about templates page. So what is templates? These are the templates. Look at this. This is my link in bio page templates page. Look at this template. This is a link in bio template where a creator can actually select this template and use it for their own link in bio platform. So this is a template. This is the gold shine template. Now look, read at my readme file. It's a 250 words document. Table of contents, overview. What is link templates feature in my project? Why code first approach? Because templates are a complex feature. You have to generate it. The templates are hosted on my server, and everyone can have my templates, and they can edit their own template. They can add their own links, their own profile in the same template. So these templates are their own web pages that are editable and mutable for end users. So this is why it's a complex task, and I've properly explained what is the code first approach, the performance, version control, type safety. What are the type safety that you have to measure, like what are the workspace that are going to be used, what are the types that are going to be used, the structure, which is very, very crucial when creating templates for my app. And just like that, you can create a detail where everything about each and every file. Whenever now I need to make changes about the templates, the AI will exactly know. Now I'm going to give an example. What is the benefit of having a readme file? Now I will ask AI, can you generate a dark green looking template for my project? Go over about templates file to understand what and how a template is made, and let's do this step by step. Create a template called DG green. That's it. Let's see AI cook. And while it generates that, I am going to show you where you can check how many credits you have left. Head over to this profile little icon on the top right, click Windsurf settings, and scroll down. Here also you have something called MCP, where you can add your MCP, give access to your GitHub, give access to your Neon and everything. I have given to everything. Next, here are the plans. Look, I have 496 credits left from my 500, because I mostly use free credits, because the free, after you have completely exhausted your 500 credits, you have unlimited free credits for the free model, which is their in-house model, which is not as good as Claude 3.7 Sonnet, but it still gets the smaller job done of, just editing this thing. Just like I edited the header file and background stuff, this can also be done with the in-house model, Cascade model. But Claude 3.7 is the best model, which is used for extensive features, like you have to build a full map out authentication feature, full map out templates feature, then Claude 3.7 is responsible. So let's quickly go over the difference between Windsurf and the traditional coding methods, where in traditional plan you just have to plan everything, you have to code yourself, you have to debug by yourself, and then repeat. With Windsurf, it's like just describe AI what you want, it will generate for you, review it, and you can deploy it. It's pretty much fast. What with traditional coding used to take weeks and months can now take you hours to build. Like LinkP just took me 1 month, and it's now like 6,000 plus lines of code. Look at the complexity of this project. I will show you that. I will give you a brief. Trust me. Look at this. You can create your own template. You can use your own template. There is a dashboard in it. Let me show this. There is a full-fledged dashboard where you can see your links, you can see your track your analytics, bro. I just spent like 20 to 25 days learning about React and web and Next.js because I'm a mobile developer myself. So all of the learning, grasping the basics was easy for me. I've learned React in 25 days and just jumped on building this product. And now everything is done by AI. I can just command it promptly in English and voila. Link performance, audience, traffic source, everything, each and every line is written by lovely Windsurf. Here I have some practical tips for you guys that you need to take care as a beginner, which is be specific in your AI prompt context, because context matters. Look here. Whenever I try to chat with AI and stuff like that, updating headers, I'm just being very specific, like give the file it needs. You have to do some work from your side as well. Don't just use AI to do everything. Like here, you know that you need to change this particular file's this page, you know the header is going to be in this file, so you have to have some basic knowledge of where the code is or where that feature lies. If you don't know that, you can just create a new chat, and instead of using the right feature, use the chat feature and ask AI where this particular feature lies. Once you have the information, head over to the right feature, and then you can craft a perfect prompt, giving it the context it needs and the changes it needs to make. For example, look at here. Make these changes in this file. You can refer this file for this thing and just give me the output and give me a perfect output. Next step is use the chat feature to explain your entire project first. This is what I'm telling you guys. If you are new to a project, if you are working on someone else's project in a company, then use the chat feature to just have a conversation with AI agent. It's like your personal assistant who has been working on this project from the beginning. So he knows more than anyone on this project. Third point, don't accept for code suggestions, review and iterate. Just like we practically did, instead of just mindlessly accepting any change that AI gives, you have to make sure the changes it made is crystal clear and that's what you want. And then you can accept it, and also there is a way you can undo that stuff. The fourth point being, keep your project file organized for better understanding. This is the most important thing that you will ever have to do. I have a MD file called directory structure. Look at this. I have detailed directory structure of how my directory looks, because AI cannot go over your directory or cannot get a higher glimpse of how your directory looks. It can just read through files. It cannot have an idea of what a directory looks. So this is important when you're creating. And if you have multiple, like monorepo, for example, like I have, you need to create something called monorepo guide. Here I have a worker guide. Since it's a Cloudflare project, I have Cloudflare workers in it. So I have a workers.readme file where it explains what a worker is, where it is stored, what the important files are in it, and how you can deploy it. So this way you just give the AI all the tools it needs to build the perfect software for you. Next point, and the final point, is use comments to give AI more context. This is absolutely gold. The best one I find is having this comment on top of every file that you create or every file that AI creates. It helps AI to understand where it is making these changes. Like for example, it knows it's in a public template, it's a Next.js project, React project, so it can understand, okay, so I am in this template and I have recently modified another page, so how these two pages are communicating, what's the directory structure. So if you find common errors like routing error, it can easily be solved because it knows this page lies under templates and that page lies under public, so there is a mismatch and stuff like that. So this really helps guiding AI on what file you are modifying, where that file lies and everything. With that, I will end my Windsurf masterclass. I hope you liked the video.